Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome to the channel. Today I'm back here in Trailmakers, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a tube chassis of my most recent build, the miniature trophy truck, or small trophy truck, whatever you want to call it. But this is pretty much what we're going to be building. It has a bumper up here with, it's basically, I based it off of a 2012 Jimco trophy truck. If you guys want some more info on this thing with the full build, you can go check out my latest video, my latest video. I don't remember what I called it. I think I called it, I made a mini trophy truck or something like that. I will say that it does glitch, so it does move around a lot. That's just kind of how it goes with suspension stuff or suspension setups like this. With a lot of steering hinges, they like to move around a lot, so it kind of, it's kind of sucks, but man, it's fine, it's whatever. But it works. I like it. So anyways, we're gonna hop straight into the oh my gosh, I was gonna say we're gonna hop straight into the tutorial, but before we do that, actually, let me just show off the lights real quick. So we have the front bumper, like I said, with the lights, and then we have a light bar on the top as well. I think it came out looking pretty nice, fairly decent, nothing too crazy. So alright, now we'll hop straight into the tutorial. Alright, so what we're gonna do first, we're gonna grab a seat, and I'm gonna make this black real quick just because it looks a little better. Then we'll grab a comparison logic gate, and we're gonna use this for later, but I also used it to connect some of the stuff, to connect the actual roll cage together. I used a number display, a comparison logic gate. So we're gonna go ahead and put this right under the seat. We're gonna put it right here. We'll then grab a XOR logic gate, and we're gonna put two actually. We're gonna put one facing outward this way and one facing outward this way. Doesn't really matter how you have them facing, at least the arrows, doesn't matter where they go, but as long as they're oriented like this. We'll then grab a tube T from frame, structure. We're gonna go ahead and put this right in the middle here. We'll then grab a tube elbow double T, and we're gonna put this right here on the front, and then we're gonna put this on the other side as well. We'll then grab a tube 1x1 and just complete the tube here. We'll then grab a tube slope 1x1x2, and we're gonna put this one facing outward, connected on this block on the end. Put another one on the other side as well. We'll then grab another tube T, so I'm just gonna get this one from the middle here, and we're gonna put both of them, or we're gonna put one right here on the tube double elbow, and we'll put another one over here as well. We'll then grab a tube elbow, and we're gonna put one facing inward and the other one also facing inward on the ends of the tube T's. We'll grab another tube T, and we're gonna put this one facing this way and this way, and we're just gonna put this one on top of the tube T, and then we're gonna do this on the other side as well. We'll grab a tube 1x1, and we're gonna put this right here. We'll grab another tube T, and we're gonna put one on either end of the tube T's here. We'll then get a dragon engine, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna put one on either side. So we're gonna put one right here, and you need to make sure that it's facing pretty much oriented like this. Do this on the other side as well. We can then get another tube 1x1. I'll just go ahead and grab another one from structure. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this one right on the end of this dragon engine, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side as well, like so. We'll then grab a tube double T elbow, and we're gonna put this, a tube double T, not a tube double T elbow, a tube double T. We'll put one right here, and then we're gonna put another over here. We'll then grab a tube 1x1, and we're gonna put one right here and another right here. We'll then grab a tube slope 1x1x2, and we're gonna put this on the fronts of these tube double T's, like so. I made a slight mistake, so what we got to do is just get rid of this tube 1x1 on the right side, and we're actually going to do a tube T, and then we're just going to put another tube T on this side, but keep this 1x1 right here. We'll grab a tube a flat connector 1x4, and we're just going to put this right above the seat right here. We'll then come to the side, and we're going to grab a tube 1x1, and we're going to put 2 or 1 on either side. We'll grab a tube T, and we're going to put 1 on either side as well, facing inward. We'll grab another tube 1x1, and we're going to put 1 here. Then we'll go ahead and grab a tube T, put 1 here. Grab a tube 1x1, and we're going to go ahead and put 1 here, and a tube T on the end right here. Then we'll grab a flat connector 1x3 and connect both of the tube T's here and here. Make sure that there's a gap in the middle here. We'll then grab another tube T, and we're going to put this one facing down. Put another one on the other side as well, facing down. Grab a tube 1x1, and you're going to put this on the bottom of the tube T. Do this for the other side as well. I'll then grab a tube cross, so we're going to put this right beneath the tube 1x1, and we're going to do this on the other side as well. We'll then get a tube T. We're going to put this one right here, and another one on the other side on the same spot as well. Grab a tube slope 1x1x2, and you're going to put this on the bottom of the tube T on both sides as well, like so. We'll then grab a piston, and we're going to put this in the gap right here in between the Dragon engine and the tube T. The settings we're going to have, we're going to configure, and we're going to get rid of the inputs like so. Your speed can be 100, and then the start position can be 0. We'll then make the rest of the chassis here with this. So we're going to get a a flat connector 1x3. We're going to put this one going down, or like facing, yeah, pretty much like how I have it here. Then we'll grab a tube T. Let me go to tubes. Grab a tube T, and you're going to put 1 right here. Then we'll get, we're actually going to get a tube double T. Whoops. And we're going to put it in the same spot. That way it's connected here, or connected in quotation marks. Then we'll grab a tube 1x1. We're going to put 1 here. Grab a tube elbow, put 1 right here, and then a tube 1x1 and put this on the top of the tube elbow. And we're basically just going to do this to the other side. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste this piston. We're going to put this right here in the same gap. We'll grab a flat connector 1x3, put this on the front where it is connected. Get a tube double T and put this right here. Grab a tube 1x1, put that right there. A tube elbow, put this on the end of the tube 1x1, and then the tube 1x1 goes on top of the tube elbow. And that's a 0, speed 100. I'm going to go ahead and save real quick, just so we don't lose any progress, and I'd recommend you save as well. Coming to the back, we're going to grab a tube 1x3, and let me see here, tube 1x3, and you're going to put this on the end of the tube crosses, like so. We'll then grab a tube slope 2x1x2 and put this on the end of the 1x3s. Then we'll get a tube 1x1, and then we'll put this on both sides as well. Grab a tube elbow, and we're going to put this one facing upward. Put this on both sides, and then we'll put another one on top facing inward, like so. Then from the top of the roll cage, we'll then get a tube 1x1, and we're going to put this on the backs, like so. We'll grab a tube slope 1x1x2, and we're going to put this one right here, and then another right here. Then we'll add 2 more, so we're going to put them going downward. We'll do 1 and 2. Do this to the same side, or do this to the other side, I mean. And then put another tube slope 1x1x2 facing inward, like so, from the ends of these. I'm going to go ahead and save real quick again, just so we keep our progress saved, obviously. Now we're going to go ahead and come to the front. We're going to grab a tube T, and we're going to put 3 of these facing upward in the gap right here. So we're going to put 1, 2, and 3. We'll grab a tube 1x1, and we're going to put 3 of these also facing up like so. We'll get a flat connector 1x2, and we're going to put this in the middle. And on the other ones, we're going to put a flat connector 1x3, like so. And a flat connector 1x2 on the bottoms of them facing upward. We can then go to tubes again. We're going to grab a tube elbow, and what I'm going to do for this one, I'm going to make it black, and then I'm going to make it glass. Pretty much we're going to put 1 here. We're going to put another one on this side as well on the flat connector 1x2. We'll grab a tube T, make this one black and glass as well. Then we'll grab a flat connector 1x2, put this right here on the tube T, make this one also black and glass. There we go. Now we can add the front bumper. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this piston here. We're going to pull it forward, and pretty much you can use this exact same piston from over here. Should be fine. Make sure it's oriented up and down, if that makes sense. So you need one connection point here and one connection point here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save this just so we don't lose progress, obviously. So we're gonna go ahead and start working on the bumper now. I'm gonna go to tubes. We're gonna grab a tube elbow, and we're gonna put this facing backwards, and on this connection point here we'll go to color picker. We'll make this black, and then whoops, we'll make this black. Oh my days. And then we're gonna also do glass. Okay, and then we're gonna need a flat connector 1x2. I'm just gonna grab the one from over here. This can also be glass, and then I'll grab a steering hinge from movement. You want the green arrow to be going counterclockwise if you're looking from right here. So then we need to change the angle on this. I gotta check that. I'm gonna go ahead and clear the controls real quick. We're gonna do 2 speed. We'll get rid of steering help, and then we gotta do hold position. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do 43.5 angle, and this will basically be our the little bar that goes like above the headlights, or not the headlights, but the oh my days, basically the extra lights that are on the bumper. I forget what they're called. Like, I don't know if there's I'm trying to remember if there's a specific name for them. I mean, I guess you could just call it a light bar, because there's 3 lights there. But anyways, now we need to get a tube double T, so we'll go ahead and put this on the front of the steering hinge. I'm gonna go ahead and make both of these black. You can make the bumper whatever color you like. I'm gonna go with black, just looks cleaner. But of course you can change the color depending on whatever your preference is. So actually I made a mistake. This is not the bar that goes above the light bar on the bumper. It's actually for the skid plate. But anyways, that doesn't really matter. We're still building off of what is actually on the truck. So we're gonna go ahead and get a panel 2x1. We're gonna put this on the bottom of this tube double T, and then I'm just gonna make this a light gray color. I think it looks the best like that. Then we're gonna go ahead and get a tube cross, if I can find it. We'll go ahead and put it on either side of this tube double T. So we're gonna make these black as well. Then we'll grab a tube 1x1 and put this on either end of the tube crosses as well, just side to side. Then we'll grab another steering hinge, and we need to make sure when you're facing from the front that the green arrow is going clockwise on this side, and on this side you need to make sure that the green arrow is going counterclockwise. Then we'll grab another tube 1x1, and we'll just put these on the ends. And just real quick, we need to configure the steering hinges, so just select both of them. We're going to go to angle, and we're going to make it 25. And there we go. Okay, one quick thing we need to change. We actually need to change this tube elbow to a tube T. And we're going to basically just do the same thing, make it black, and then just go ahead and do glass. Then we'll go ahead and start with the actual light bar. We need to grab a tube double T, and we're going to put 3 all the way, or well, 1, 2, 3 like this. We'll then grab a flat connector 1x2. You can either do a glass one, or you can do a solid color one. I'm just going to do glass. We'll go ahead and get another steering hinge, and we're going to put these, if you're facing this way, it needs to be going clockwise. And then we'll just go ahead and get rid of the controls. There we go. Okay, so for the steering hinges, for the bar that actually goes above the light bar, this is actually going to be 67.5. So like so, and there we go. Then we need to get a tube slope 1x1x2, and we're going to put these on the ends of the steering hinges on the top, of course. So we're going to go ahead and put one here. We're going to make this black. Then we're going to do this on the other side as well. Put that there. we'll grab a flat connector 1x3, and we need to basically just connect these right here. And of course we're gonna make this black as well. Then we'll grab some headlights, or what are they called? Headlamps, I guess, at least in Trailmakers terms. Yeah, headlamps. So these headlamps, we're gonna go ahead and put 3 on top of these. Well, we're gonna put 3 right here, pretty much. So we're gonna make these black. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off by default. You can keep toggle on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and make the button. I believe I made it top arrow on controller. I'm gonna go ahead and do this all the way across. And now I don't remember, did I put a NOR logic gate yet? Okay, I've not put a NOR logic gate yet. I will put that here in a bit. So that's the front pretty much done. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on, or we're gonna start working on the actual light bar now up here. So we're gonna grab another piston. We're gonna go ahead and put this right here. Let me see if I can flip this around. There we go. And then let me see, I have to connect it down here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a 1x2 block. We're gonna go ahead and put this right underneath this piston, like so. Then real quick, I'm gonna select all the pistons real quick and just get rid of the controls, like so. Then for this piston, we're gonna do 0.2 starting position, and that should be good there. Now we need to grab 2 tube elbows, so we're gonna put one facing outward like so. We're gonna go to color picker, we're gonna make this black, and then we're gonna do glass. Whoops, glass, and then we'll put another one connected to it facing upward. We're gonna go ahead and grab a tube T, a tube double T, and we need to put this right on top of this tube elbow. We'll make this black. And then we need to grab another tube elbow and put this on the end of this tube double T. Make this black. Grab tube T, and then we're gonna put 2 of them on the left side here. Make this black as well, like so. And then grab another tube elbow and finish it off right there. Then we'll go to the hue lights at gadgets. We're gonna put 1 on each point here. Firstly, we gotta make it black, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the decals. We're gonna grab a line, and pretty much what we need to do is we're gonna set it to tiling, and I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna try and make it as close as I can to what the actual light bar is. Really, you could just set this up however you like. I'm gonna go ahead and do maybe something like that. And as you can see, this is the decal. We're gonna change it to black, of course, but this will just help you understand where the decal is. That way you know how wide your light is. We're gonna go ahead and make this fully black. We'll configure. I'm gonna go ahead and change my saturation to 0. I'm gonna press toggle, and we're gonna do the top arrow button, and we'll just copy and paste this all the way along. Then I can go ahead and spawn this in, and okay, that's decent. Okay, I just did a quick little test. So we actually need to do because as you can see there, the light was kind of high. You need to change your starting position of the light bar to 0.1, and you should be good. So there's that. Go ahead and save that. Okay, now we're gonna come over here to this real quick. We're gonna grab a NOR logic block, and we need to put this right. Okay, hold on, let me see if I can even find it. We need to put this right here, and we're gonna make this black, and then we're gonna go ahead and make it glass, like so. Now we're going to configure this, and we need to select all of our inputs, at least the steering hinges. So we need to select this steering hinge, this one, and this one. And I believe that's the only things we need to activate. So now if I put this down, makes the bumper. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. So there you have it. There's pretty much just the roll cage done. So if you just wanted the roll cage and you want to try and put your own suspension on it, you go ahead and do that. You know, I think this is a decent roll cage, nothing crazy, but you know, it works fairly well. So there's that. Of course, I'm gonna save real quick, that way we don't lose our progress. And I guess we can just start with the front suspension. Although real quick, before we start with the front suspension, I guess we could finish this off by putting the spare tires and the fuel cell in the back, just to make it a little more well, I don't know. I don't know what it would make it more of, but I think it would just be a good idea to do this real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and make the tire on the outside white here, and then I'm gonna do a bead lock, or a bead lock in quotation marks, and I'm gonna make this white on the outside. Do that. If I can even, hold on, let me, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I'm gonna make this white, and then let's see, let's try right there. We're gonna go ahead and size it up, and then see, let me back away. Okay, I'm gonna call that close enough. I think that looks good. Then I'll just copy it to this side, and then we'll do that. And then we're gonna grab a structure. We're gonna grab a 1x3 block, and we're gonna go ahead and put this on the end of the tube slope 1x1x2s, and we're gonna make this gray. I'm gonna make it this light gray. I think that looks probably the best. Then we'll grab a tube T, or not a tube T, a tube cross, if I can find it. We're gonna put this right here. We're gonna make this gray. Then we'll go ahead and get some taillights from gadgets. We're gonna put this right here, facing outward. We need to make this gray as well. We're gonna configure it. We're gonna turn it off by default. Don't give it any controls. Then we're gonna go ahead and cover up the black part with a decal. So we're gonna do the light gray, of course, like so. Then we'll do the same thing for the other side. So you can just copy and paste this real quick, and then just do this. And there you have it. Then we'll go ahead and go to the hue light panel. We're gonna put 3 of these. So we're gonna put one here and one here. Actually, yeah, we'll just do 2 here. Then what we're gonna do is we need to put a decal on it. So we're gonna do the light gray as well. Put that there, and then we're gonna grab a wedge 2x1, wedge 2x1, and we're gonna put this on the bottom, and of course make this gray as well. And that's pretty much all I can do for details, because the fire extinguishers that I have on it are connected to the actual suspension, so you can't really add them until you add the suspension, unfortunately. So now we're pretty much done with the whole roll cage. So now you can, if you like this design, then you can go ahead and use that for whatever suspension you're going to use it for. So we're going to go ahead and head over to movement. We're going to grab a piston, and we're going to get we're just going to get a piston, and we need to put this right underneath this flat connector 1x2. Doesn't matter, or actually you need to have it face with these 2 points facing outward. Then we're going to go ahead and configure this. We're going to do 100 speed, get rid of the inputs, and then we're going to do a starting position of 0.7. Then this is the part that you might not be able to do. I'm not sure if, I would hope people have this, or at least have enough in-game currency to get one of these. It's just, all you need is just one of these neons. That way you can actually connect everything together on the bottom here. So it doesn't matter what color you use. We're gonna cover up the the actual light anyways, which it'll still, I think it still shows on the floor like at nighttime, but it won't really matter. So I'm just gonna do blue. I'm gonna go ahead, you need to make sure that there is 1 connection point here, and then there's 2 back here. We're gonna go ahead and it doesn't really have a set color, so I'm gonna leave it gray, and then we need to do a decal on the bottom here, or in the front, I guess you could say. Make this big enough to actually cover everything. Go ahead and do a dark gray, or whatever color you want. And then we're gonna go ahead and go to structure. We need to grab a tube 1x1. We're gonna go ahead and put 2 of these stacked like so. Then we need a tube T, or a tube cross, Go ahead and put this right on the top there. Then we'll grab a tube T, and we need to put this on the bottom right here. Now we need to make the control arms, so we're gonna go to movement. we need to grab a steering hinge. Doesn't matter how you have it, we're just going to do 0 strength, and then that's all you need to have it as. Go ahead and put another one on up here. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this around real quick. Actually, that's just how I have it on the other one, which I don't know if it really gives me any benefit, but I'm just gonna put it like that. Then we need a tube T. We're gonna go ahead and put this on the top control arm. We're gonna put this facing upward right here, and then we're gonna grab a flat connector 1x2, and we're gonna put this on the top of the tube T, and then get another steering hinge and put this facing downward, or actually we're gonna put this facing upward. Then we need another tube T. We're gonna put this one on the bottom of this steering hinge with it facing outward like so. We'll grab a flat connector 1x1, put this right here, and then a flat a flat connector 1x1, a tube 1x1. That's what we put there. Then we need a tube elbow on the end of this right here. Then we need another steering hinge. We're gonna go ahead and put this on the bottom of this tube elbow. We'll grab a tube T, and all we need to do is put this right here. Then we'll grab a shield 2x2, and you need to put this on the bottom of basically where you connect both of these together, and that way we have a connection point for our actual shock. Then we'll grab another flat connector 1x2. We're gonna put this right on the front of here. Grab a tube elbow. We're gonna put this right here. Then we'll grab another, just grab a whole new steering hinge. This is gonna be your actual steering, so we're gonna put that right there, connected to the tube elbow, and this is where your tire is going to connect right here. Then we need to get another steering hinge, and for this I'm gonna go ahead and do blue. You can do whatever color you like. I'm just gonna go for a king shock type of, well, shock that like I have on the actual truck. And of course, make sure that this is 0 strength. The only one that needs strength on this front suspension here is going to be your actual steering. That's why I said get an actual brand new one. And real quick, we're going to change the angle. I'm going to go ahead and change this to, I believe I have it at, oh, you know what, I actually have, yeah, I'll have to come back to this later, but I believe I have it at 18. But we'll come back to that later, because I do have a little bit of a system set up there. So anyways, so you need to make sure this bottom steering hinge is facing, or going like this and this. Then this steering hinge needs to be going like this and this. And then for these, you got to make sure these are correct as well. These have to be going up and down pretty much on all these steering hinges here for the control arms. Then we'll go ahead and go to where is mechanical? Go to mechanical. Whoa. We'll grab a spring, or whatever this is called, basically a shock. Make this blue. Then we'll get another steering hinge, and we just need to connect this to the piston right here and the shock right here. And just if you want to test it, you can always just configure this real quick. We can make this 0, and we can just slap a tire on it real quick just to make sure that it does actually compress. Yeah, there it goes. Nice. So perfect. That'll work. Now you can just copy and paste this to the other side, like you just select all of it, but we're going to go ahead and just do the step by step. So once again, we're going to grab another steering hinge. Doesn't matter how you have it, just I'm going to of course put it facing inward. We're going to do configure. We're going to do 0 strength. Put another one of these on the bottom right here. Once again, make sure it's at 0 strength. We'll go over to tubes and structure. Grab a tube T, and this one's going to be facing upward. This one over here is going to be facing downward. Then we'll go to stay in structure. Go to panel 2x2. Put this on the bottom of this tube T. Then we'll grab a flat connector 1x2 and put this on the top of this tube T. Grab another steering hinge, and this one's going to be facing upward. This one's going to also be facing upward. Then we'll grab a tube elbow, and we need to put this on the top of this steering hinge. Grab a tube T, put this on top of this steering hinge, and then a tube 1x1 and put this in the middle of these right here. We'll grab a flat connector 1x2, put this on the front. Put this on the front. We'll go ahead and go to movement, get a brand new steering hinge, put this right here, get a tube elbow and put this facing outward and connect it to this steering hinge here. Then we can go ahead and get another steering hinge, and we're gonna And we're going to put this on the panel 2x2 here. Do the exact same thing, make it blue. Make sure that this one is going this way and this way. The second one needs to be going this way and this way. And then we'll go ahead and grab another straight suspension, put this on this side, grab another steering hinge, and then put this facing outward and going this way and this way. Connect it to that. And that's pretty much the front suspension there. So I'm going to go ahead and save this again. That way we don't lose our progress. Now we can go ahead and move on to the rear suspension. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab a steering hinge from over here. And basically we're going to put this right here on this X or logic gate facing out and make sure it's going up and down. We'll go ahead and put another one on this side. Then we'll follow it up with another steering hinge, but making it go this way and this way. Same thing on this side. And of course, just make sure that these are at 0 strength. Then we need a tube T, so we can go to structure, then go down to tubes, grab a tube T, and we're going to put this facing outward. Then we'll do this on the other side as well. We'll then go to the blocks over here. We'll get a flat connector 1x2, and you're going to put this right on the front of this tube T. Do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll grab a steering hinge. And what we got to do is put this facing outward, and you need to have the steering hinge going up and down. And then we can go ahead and just do this to the other side as well. Then we'll finish it off with a flat connector 1x2. Put that on the back side of this steering hinge. Put another tube T. Make sure that it's obviously oriented like this. And then we just need another steering hinge back here. Make sure it's going like this. Same thing on this side. And then another steering hinge. Make sure this one is going up and down like this. And we'll go ahead and put that on the other side as well. Then we can add a shield piece back here. So we need a 2x1 panel, and we'll go ahead and put these on the back side of the steering hinges. We'll then go over to tubes, and we need to get a tube double T. We're going to put 2 of them, or well, we're going to put 1 on each side. So we're going to put 1 here, and we'll put another right here. Then we need a tube T, and we're going to put this one facing downward, if that makes sense. So we're going to pretty much put it in the middle here and just have it facing downward. Then we'll get a flat connector 1x3, and what we need to do is just put 1 on each side of the axle here. So we got to put 1 on this tube double T and another on this tube double T. We'll grab a tube T, and we're going to basically put this facing outward like so. You can actually just put it like this if you want to. Just it makes it look a little cleaner. Then we can go ahead and get one of these, or actually, you know what, we'll wait on the wheels. We'll put the wheels last. Now, one thing I just thought about, on the actual trailing arm, we need to change this tube T to a tube double T on both sides. So go ahead and obviously delete the tube T that's on the very back of the trailing arm, or basically replace it with the tube double T, and make sure that the extra point is facing upward. Go ahead and do this on the other side as well. And pretty much we need this so that way we can actually mount the shock to the trailing arm. We'll then go ahead and start with the upper control arms, or the upper links, whatever you want to call them. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put this steering hinge on the back of the seat right here. Make sure it's going up and down. Then we'll put another one on this side on the back of this 1x2 block, and make sure that one's going up and down as well. And then we'll go ahead and put another steering hinge, and we're going to put this one going this way and this way. And then same with this one, we'll put this one going this way and this way. Then we just need 2 1x1 tubes. So we're going to put 1 here, put another on this side, put another one here, and then put another one right here. Then we'll just finish it off with 2 steering hinges. So we need this one to be going this way and this way. Same with the other side. And then on the last one, we need this one to be going up and down. And same with this side. Then we need a tube elbow. We're going to put 1 on each of the backs of the steering hinges like so, facing inward. We'll grab a tube T, put this facing downward, and then we'll grab another steering hinge. And what we're going to do with this one is we're going to put it to 12.5 strength, and then we just need to get rid of the controls, because obviously if you have strength to a certain steering hinge, and if you have the controls on it, then well, it's going to be controlling. So just 12.5 strength, don't have to change the angle or nothing, just make sure you don't have any controls on it. Then right here you can go ahead and either put a panel 2x1, But what we're going to do is we'll just put a flat connector 1x2. Now we can go ahead and move on to the shocks. So we're going to go ahead and put another steering hinge right on top of this tube double T. Once again, make sure that these are at 0 strength. The only one that should have strength is the actual or this middle steering hinge here. Just make sure that that's at 12.5 and no controls. But of course all these other ones will be at 0, and of course your steering will be at 100. Okay, so now, like I said, we're going to put another steering hinge on this, or well, a steering hinge on the top of this trailing arm. And of course, once again, 0 strength, and make sure that's going this way and this way. Then we'll put another one, and we just need this one to be going basically this way and this way. Same thing with this side. We just need to put one on the bottom here going this way and this way, and another one on the top going this way and this way. And then I'm going to go ahead and color these in that same blue that we have on the front there. So go ahead and do that real quick. There we go. And one thing I almost forgot before we move on, or we keep doing the rear suspension, we're going to go ahead and add the reservoirs, in quotation marks obviously. We're going to get a flat connector 1x2, and we're going to put this on top of the straight suspension. We'll then make this black. Do this on the other side as well. Then we'll grab a tube 1x1, and you can make this whatever color you like. I'm going to go ahead and make it white. Whoops. There we go. And then I'll do this on the same side as well. Alright, there we go. Now on the back, we'll go ahead, we're going to go to movement, go to mechanical, and we're going to grab a straight suspension. And this can be facing forward like this. We'll then make it blue, same thing as the front. Put another one on the other side as well. Now we need a flat connector on the top of each of these springs. So we're going to put one here. It's a 1x2 flat connector. We're going to go ahead and make this blue. Do this on the other side as well. Grab another 0 dot steering hinge, and we're going to put this one facing down, and you want it to be going like this and this. Same thing on the other side. Then we'll grab another flat connector. You got to flip this upside down, and you're going to put it on the bottom of the steering hinge. We'll make this black like so. Put this on the other side as well. Grab another steering hinge. We can put this one facing upward. We'll do color black, and then same thing on this side as well. Then we'll grab another flat connector 1x2, put this on the top of this steering hinge, and another on this steering hinge. Then we'll finish it off with a block 1x3, and we'll just make this black as well. Now we need to add some angle and some preload. So we're going to go to movement, we're going to go to mechanical, we'll grab a piston, and we're going to put this facing, let's see, we're going to put it facing like, yeah, we're going to put it facing like this. I don't think it really matters however you have it facing. So anyways, we're just going to put it facing like this. We're going to make this black. We'll configure this. We need to put the starting position at 0.7, and then, or I'm sorry, we're going to put it at 0.8. The speed will be 100. Get rid of the controls, and then I'm sorry, actually we're going to put the speed at 1, or actually we'll put it at 0.1. Put the speed at 0.1, starting position 0.8, and get rid of the controls. And then for this next one, we have to flip this upside down. We're going to put it all the way down to the bottom right here. We're going to put this at 100 speed, starting position 0.7, and get rid of the inputs. And then up here we have to connect it with a tube elbow. So we'll go to structure, go down to tubes, and then put a tube elbow right here to connect both of those. Now we can add our wheels if you want to. You don't have to, but just, you know, so you can see how this looks now. And if we set this down, everything should go into place. Obviously we're not done quite yet, but I'm just gonna make sure that everything's correct. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the stiffness on the back here, just to make sure that we're actually compressing. Okay, yeah, so it's compressing, so that's good. It's good to see. Yeah, it has body roll. Oh, you know what, let me, and then of course real quick, just so we can get it out of the way, hold, well, just select all your select all your dragon engines, and then you can either make this rear wheel drive, or you can just make this 4-wheel drive, whatever you want. But always make sure you get rid of your spare tire controls. That way you're not spinning your tires on the rear, if that makes sense. Alright, so that's that there. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Now we can add some of the finishing touches. So well, I guess you could call this a finishing touch. We're gonna go ahead and get a steering hinge. We'll just go ahead and get a brand new one. So we'll go to movement, grab a steering hinge, and we need to put this right in the middle of this 1x3 block. We need to get rid of the controls. Go ahead and do 2 speed. We'll put the angle to I believe I had it at, we'll do 11 just for now. Get rid of the steering help, and then we'll do hold position and 100 strength. And then now we need to go to streamlining. We need to grab a rounded wedge, and we're gonna make this the same color as this fuel cell. So we'll go ahead and do this light gray. We'll then grab a tube tee from the tubes over here. We'll make this black, and we're gonna put one on either side of this rounded wedge. We'll grab a tube 1x1, and with this one you can well, we're gonna make it red, and then we're gonna put a black line through it. And I think what I want to do is put the black line on this side, and then we'll go ahead and put a kind of like a label type deal. So we're gonna put the size to 0.1. Actually, maybe we'll do, actually I think 0.1 is decent. Go ahead and make this fully white, and you're just gonna put a line like right about there. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. And yeah, that looks not too bad. I like the look. Okay, we need to go ahead and actually give a input to the steering hinge though. So we're gonna go ahead and select this NOR logic gate. Make sure you don't select anything else, only the stuff that we need over on the front bumper. And we're just gonna go ahead and select the steering hinge, and now that should be good. Yeah, looks about right. So now the only things left over are once again just a few little touches. We just need to add our chase lights in the back here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the hue light panel from the front of the where the light bar is, and just make sure that you have that light bar, whatchamacallit, the open area needs to be up here. We're gonna go ahead and configure this. We need to make sure our saturation is all the way up, get rid of the controls on it, and then we'll go ahead and put this on the other side as well. Then for these XOR logic gates, what we need to do is on this one we'll select, let me see if I can even find it. We're gonna select this hue light panel, and we're gonna change the output to, I believe it's 0.2, but we might have to change it here in a bit, so we'll see. We're gonna put the duration to 0.3, and then we'll put the pause to 0.3 as well. And then we're gonna go ahead and set our control to bottom arrow, and then we're gonna put that as toggle. And then with this other XOR logic gate, we're gonna go ahead and configure this one. We're gonna select the other hue light panel. We're gonna do a duration of 0.3 as well, like so. We'll get the pause at 0.3 as well, and then we're gonna do a delay of 0.29. Make it the same exact thing, bottom arrow, toggle, and then we're gonna go ahead and do an output of 0.2. And now if I set this down, okay, yeah, so that's the wrong color. So I believe it's either 0.1 or 0.3. We're gonna try 0.1 real quick. Okay, it's 0.1. So there we go. There's our chase lights. And if you want, you can make these a little bit smaller if you don't like them like that. But it's pretty much like a chase light. It's not exactly a chase light, but it's pretty close. It's fairly close. So you know, just another nice little touch there. Now just the last, I believe it's just 2 more things now. We're gonna go ahead and grab a tube elbow, and we're gonna go ahead and make sure that you have your top mount here facing this way, like how I have on mine. And we're gonna make this tube elbow, we're gonna put it on the front here, and we're gonna make this black. Go ahead and put this on the other side as well. Then we'll grab a 1x1, and we're just gonna make this one white, and this is pretty much just your reservoir. Put this on the other side as well, and yep, still works. Nice. Okay, so yeah, cool. Okay, go ahead and save this. Make sure that you're always saving occasionally. So we're gonna go ahead and select this comparison logic gate. We're gonna do configure, and we're gonna select both of these hue light panels. We're gonna do an output of 1. Yeah, output of 1, and then our threshold is gonna be 0.1, and our comparison is going to be greater than, I believe, and then our control will be L2, and that should, yeah, there we go. So now we have brake lights. So now we are on to our last thing. We just need a XOR logic gate, and what we need to do is, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a brand new one. Actually, we're gonna put this on the inside. I'll show you right now. We're gonna go ahead and put this right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and make this glass real quick, and then we need to go ahead and put another one on this side, like so. Doesn't really matter how you have it facing. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one facing inward, and same with this one. Do I have this facing? Okay, there we go. And so what we need to do with this is, pretty much, I would like to have one wheel turning more in than the other, if that makes sense. So what we need to do is, on this side, we're going to get rid of the right turn. So our control, we're gonna clear the right turn input. We're gonna go ahead and we can keep steering help, or you can get rid of it. I think I'll get rid of steering help. And then on this other side as well, we're gonna go ahead and select this, get rid of left turn, go ahead and get rid of steering help, and then I'm gonna change the angle to 18 on this side as well. This side should also be 18. Hold on, let me see. Oops. Okay, yeah, this side is 18. This side is 18. Okay, good. And then now, with these XOR logic gates, we're gonna go ahead and put them to an output of 0.8. And then, let's see, this is left turn. So with this one on the right side, we're gonna select the steering hinge, and we're gonna do the green input and put it to right. And then for this left XOR logic gate, we're gonna select this steering hinge, put it to an output of 0.8, and put the red input to left joystick turn. That should be what we need. And so now one tire, yeah, see, one tire turns further than the other. Yeah, so there we go. Fantastic. Real quick, I just want to say thank you guys so much. I believe we're at, as of recording this, I think we're at like 713 subscribers. Absolutely insane, guys. Thank you so much for the support. All glory to the Lord, really. I mean, it's just a blessing to have such a big audience already. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this helps you, kind of helps you with your journey along with maybe trying to build small, complex suspension systems like this. Even though this one's it's not the smallest. I feel like, once again, it's not exactly scale trophy truck. Lengthwise, it's about the same, but width, it's not. So, anyways, once again, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a blessed day.